What is up, Solow Sportsters? In today's video, we are going to break down one of these many strings, and that is Solinco Confidential 2.0. It's their second formulation. It is no longer a secret. We're gonna break it down, take it on court, and tell you all about it. It all begins with the name. The first confidential string by Solinco had tremendous success as prototype formulations were tested by Andre Agassi and Donald Young. It was renamed as Hyper G, and it quickly became the standard for shaped polyesters. In this second iteration and formulation, Solinco discreetly worked on new confidential beta with players such as Sloane Stephens and many others playtesting. After perfecting the recipe, it had its retail launch years later, and some still call it Confidential or Confidential 2.0. The secrecy of this string is in the proprietary chemical formula, pros playtesting, and overall engineering path it took. The name, sleek color, and story are all quite fitting. Solinco Confidential 2.0 was developed, as many might say, a blend between their popular Tour Bite and Hyper G, but I feel it's more dynamic than that. It is a four-sided co-polyester with big sharp edges. It has an innovative and secret chemical composition with its monofilament fiber construction. It is a dark gray color, nostalgic of the lead in No. 2 pencils. For this review, we used the once top secret string and Solinco's rackets of the Whiteout 305 and Blackout 300. From the baseline, the first impressions were with the spin generation. Solinco is known for their spin strings, and this might be their spinniest. The more sides you add to a string, the closer it is to being round, and thus the few defined four sides of this string really grip the ball. I was getting tremendous arc on all of my ground strokes. Secondly, I felt a lot of control. It is touted to be a softer string, but the string bed felt stiff and controlled to me. I could place the ball with ample precision, especially for a shape string, which typically loses depth at the gain of topspin drop, but that was not the case here. Tension maintenance is superb on Confidential. I've been lucky to get some early samples of the string, so these are not just initial thoughts, but over time the performance holds. On the same note, I find the durability to be excellent. Often with heavy spin setups, you find durability to drop, but the string lasted longer than competing options in this category, with tension being closer to freshly strung at the same time. At the net, this string continued to impress. I like a stiffer, crisper feeling racket, and that pocketing translates to quality volleys for me. Shots remain tame despite aggressive volley cuts. Feel and touch were available when needed, but I personally found the strings to be a bit of harsh and muted feel. Shock felt uncomfortable, and the response was dampened and muffled. If you're not a touch player, then you can certainly gain more positives at the cost of feel on this string. Overall, Solinco Confidential 2.0 earned quality scores in our Solow Sports graded review, but I still stick with the tried and true predecessors of Hyper G or Tour Bite. Spoiler alert, they are currently close to releasing Confidential 3.0, which exists in two variations. Solinco told me I could not review them as of yet, but I am excited to share what the future holds there. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and be the first to see when we take that video off of private and share it. The ideal player for the string is certainly a higher level player looking for foremost spin, but control and performance as well. Similar strings are Head Lynx Tour, Yonex Polytour Rev, Luxilon ALU Spin, or Wilson Revolve Spin. When most shaped polyesters prioritize spin and power, this contrasting spin and control alternative is the best bet for an overpowered player. All of these strings can be very daunting, but don't worry about it. Just hit us up in the messages below, give us some of your questions, we'll help you sort it out, and we're gonna see you in some suggested videos now.